Angela. Welcome back. It's so lovely to have you here. As always, if you're new, a very warm welcome if this is your first time to my channel. And of course, a very warm welcome and big crafty hugs to all of you that have been with me a while already. Well, today I'm going to bring you a little project that I saw on someone else's channel, a lady called RachandBella. She made these little bags and I was just enamored with them, and I thought that would make a great addition to the sunflower journal that I'm working on, as well as gifting ideas as well. So I thought I would share that with you. So I'm going to show you just some of the ones that I've been making here. I did start off using my pages from my journal, and what I've did is it's a gusseted bag here. It opens up flat and it stands, and of course you can use this and make this from a single sheet of paper, whether it's A4 or US letter size. So I quite like this, and also a great gift idea to put something in there, fold that over, put a little finishing a little something on there and use it as a gift. You could punch a little eyelet hole, put some ribbon or string in and tie it right round. You could put lots of things, a seal or ribbon or anything you like. So I made one of these out of a A4 sheet of paper, but it would work just as well with a US letter. All right, so that's the first one I did. Then I made one with some of my vintage papers. This is from a ledger sheet because I quite like that. I lined it with a different paper there. I was trying to get, and you could fold that over again and use that either as a gift, or you could fold that, the base up, use it as a tuck spot, and use it like that in your journal. So I was doing that. So that was also from a sheet of paper. Then I got a bit braver and thought, oh, I've got so many wallpapers, and this is one that I've recently got. And I thought, oh, this would look really good in my sunflower journal. So I took a bigger piece of wallpaper and I made a bigger bag with the same principles like that. I just cut the serrated edge on the top, and this would make a fabulous gift bag. You could again just turn the top over or leave it open, put in some tissue paper and use this and make gifts, especially Christmas coming up and everything. So that was a great idea. Then I thought, no, I could also use this in my journal. So I'm just going to take off all these bits that are on the side here. For example, if I just grab a piece of the signature here, if you wanted to put this into a journal, let's find a decent page this would work with. Say, for example, here. You could put that in this way, this size, and this could work great because you could put it like that. And I'm going to fold it in half, and like this, more or less in half. Use my bone folder like that. You could find that in the middle. We could put that in there like that, and you could have a lovely little pocket spot over there, and you could have a nice tuck spot. So if we had to glue something on there and glue the edges down, we'd have a lovely tuck spot here as well. All right, so I quite like that idea as well. So I thought that would be great. And I'm going to show you how to make those, because we are going to make one for our journal, and I might actually leave that yellow one in there and decorate that up at some point. But I thought I would find a little spot here. Ah, there it is. Okay, so we are going to actually make one of those little bags and put it on here, but it's going to be a lot smaller. So let me show you. I made a dinky one. Look at that. How cute is that? Yeah, that's just the little tag I've made from scraps. But this is a tiny little bag made from one of my mini pages, as you can see. Yeah, and perfect, as I said, to go in the journal. I thought that I would put that in there like that, and you can put all sorts of goodies in there, and I could then clip this on the side of the journal and stencil and do some other things. So we'll do that. But of course I want to show you how I'm going to make that. So let's just put this up to the side there. Let's start first of all with the mini size. Let's do that. So I'll do that. This is one of my mini pages that I have cut. There are 2 of these to a sheet. All right, so now, as I said, it doesn't really matter about whether it's a US or an A4. It would be slightly smaller one way or the other because it's wider in one aspect and narrower in the other. But what matters are the consistency of your measurements, really. So what you do on the one side, you do on the other. That's really it. I will link Rach and Bella's video in the description box below. You can go and have a look at her channel and see what she does. And how she utilizes those envelopes as well. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to get my scoreboard out. So it is here. You don't have to use a scoreboard, you can use a ruler, but for the purposes of today I am going to be using mine. So I'm just putting on my glasses so I can see properly. Right, now the first thing I want to do is I want to take a little bit here. Just going to take the edge here. It's just to get a little tuck area for the edge of my paper. So yeah, 1/4 inch really, or if you're looking in centimeters, what is that? That's about 1/4 inch. It's about 1 centimeter would work. All right, so that's the first thing I want to do. And then I'm just going to glue this like this. Fold this like this. Alright, and then I'm going to take my glue and just run the glue over there like this. There we go. And then I'm going to just fold this over. I've got it like a hair's breadth away from the edge here, so I haven't buffed it up completely. And then I'm just going to fold that over. Alright, so there we have it, and I'm just using my bone folder here just to make sure that these lines are lovely and burnished. Okay, so we've got that part so far. Right, so far so good. Now what we want to do is we want to measure some an amount from the edge on each side. So I'm going to go with half an inch here, which is like 1 1/4 centimeters. As long as you're consistent with the size that you know what you do on the left, you do on the right, you do on the left, it will work. Now the wider you make this bit here, the wider your gusset's going to be on your bag. Now with the smaller ones I've done half an inch. With the bigger bag, so the one I did that was like this, I did 3/4 inch. All right, so it's there and thereabouts. 3/4 inch is 2 centimeters. Okay, so I've got that on that side and that on that side, and I'm just going to fold this over the one way. I'll just burnish that nicely, and I'm going to fold it over the other way. We'll do the same. Okay, and we're going to just do that to both sides. So again, fold it over this way, like that, and fold it over this way, like that. Okay, now open them up so it's flat again. Now we want to take the edge here, and I am going to take half an inch. The half-inch mark there, and another half-inch mark. So you've got 3 half-inch marks. Half inch being 1.5 centimeters, I think. All right. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Amazon came to the door. Need to take a big breath. Okay, so that's everything that we need to score on the board. So I can just take that out the way quickly. And now we can start folding these lines this way. So the first one, we can do that. Then the second one. Now I've used 160 GSM paper. It would probably be better with slightly thinner. So 160 is 60 GSM. but I think it would be better with a 32 or a 120 GSM. Okay, so we've got our 3 fold lines there. We've got the 2 that we did on the side. All right, so 1/2 inches all round really, so easy to remember. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to put this last line at the top here. We want to open up the bottom to that mark there, and you want to sort of ease that gently with your fingers on both corners. So just putting my finger in and just getting it to come to a point there. Okay, and then as you fold that down gently, making sure that's a nice point, you can actually bend this down. This fold line here will then bend onto this fold line in the middle. So just get that straight like that, and then use your bone folder just to give it a nice good fold on that line like that. And you can see you've got that center line there onto that line there, and you've got a nice point there, and we've got that like that. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So again, pushing my finger right in, bending that fold line there to the middle, press that out nicely, and we can go like this. There we go. Right, now we want to fold on the first line here, sorry, the second line there, and you want to fold that up like that. So the middle one now, and again make nice fold lines, and then you want to take that on the second line on that side, get that nice and straight. The fold lines are there because you've already put them there, but you know, you want to just keep making sure that it comes together nicely. I'll do this one more time with a bigger piece so that you are able to see. Right, so now with this one here, you want to open up that flap. We want to put some glue just on the edge there, across there. I wouldn't go beyond this sort of section here really. Okay, like that. And then you just hold that down and press it down like this. Make sure everything's nice and burnished. And there we go, that's the base. So now all that remains to happen is to gently open that up. Put your fingers down in there. And get that all up like that. And then you can see that's come, it's a lovely straight edge there and a lovely straight edge there. Yeah, and then you can just press in the center gusset here. Whoops. Right, and then here as well. Now I must tell you, this works really well with wallpaper. It does, it works a treat. Okay, and there we have our little bag. How cute is that? Right, so we got 2 now. Now what I did was I just took the top, then hold this nice and flat, and with my pinking shears I just cut however low you want it. So just taking a little bit off there, and that's going to give it a nice finish. And then you can go around and distress it. I did go around the corners. I'm not going to do it all now because I've got one ready. And you know, do what it is that you want to do. How cute is that? All right, perfect size for a journal. To put it into a journal, you just want to fold it along the center bit there like that. Yeah, make it fairly flat, and there you go. Okay, ready to go. So there we have it. You can put a little sentiment on there. That would look really cute. So if I just grab one of the yellow ones, I think, just bring out a bit of yellow. Stand tall and touch the sky. There we go, just like a sunflower. So we can put that on there and stick that on right over there. These would make beautiful little gifts for friends. Even if you just had to make this and put a lovely tea bag or a chocolate or a treat in here, just with a lovely inspirational message, you know, you could do that. And those inspirational messages I did for the Floral Folly, you know, sentiments, they would work perfectly. And you don't have to have the ones with the yellows or the different backgrounds. I've got loads of them, and they are plain ones, and you can add your own. So that's another lovely little happy mail idea as well, or just for somebody who's not having a great day as well. Okay, so that's going to go into our journal. We will do that in a minute. I wanted to just show it to you again ever so quickly, so you know, and the measurements for the larger one, which is a full sheet. Right, so what I'm going to do is I want to just get this around here. I want to just put a little folding spot quickly. So I'm just going to take 1/4 inch here and run my bone folder down there. This is just the line where we are going to fold that up and glue down the side as before. Okay, so it's just 1/4 inch, just as you don't even need to measure it really. It's just so that you've got an area to glue the flap from the other side of the paper. Okay, and we will just do that. Don't buff it right up to the edge. I like to do it just a little bit further down like that. There we go. Okay, now you can bring that to the center and flatten it like that. I love this with the lacy paper, so pretty. Okay, then we're going to take 3/4 inch or 2 centimeters. So if I get that up there like this, we've got that over there. So that's 3/4 inch or 2 centimeters, and the same here. So 3/4 inch that way. Okay, so we're going to fold it again like that. Yeah, fold it. We're going to fold it the other way. And I'm going to do it this side. So that's our gussets done. There we go. And you got that open. Right, so keep your item flat now. I'm going to have it, this is my top, so you want to make sure you know which side's the base. In this case, I'm going to make this side the base. It doesn't really matter here, but of course, if you are using a one-way design, you might want to be mindful of that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same now. 3/4 inch here, so another 2 centimeters. So whatever I do on the sides, I tend to do on the base, but it doesn't have to be. You might want to have a bigger gusset or a bigger area at the base, then you can make these wider. Depends on the paper you're using. But for an A4 US letter, I think that these are pretty much the way to go. Right, so we're going to fold on the last line. I'm going to fold on all the lines really, like that. And then we're going to fold on that line. There we go. And then we're going to fold on that line, the last one. So really easy with a scoreboard. But of course, as I said, you can use a ruler, and, you know, even a butter knife would work. The back, the unserrated side. So it's on the 3rd line there. I'm going to open that up. And sort of edge it over. Remember, you need to just push your finger to the corner here. Push your finger, just get this line, this fold line here. Get that to the center, like that. Yeah. And then the same here. Get your finger to the corner, just so that you get a nice point. We're going to do that there, like that. There we go. Right, and then we're going to go the 2nd fold line down again. You're going to fold that nice and straight, like this. get that a bit, was I not straight somewhere? So we want to just get that nice and straight like that, and then we want to get this one nice and straight as well. There we go. Yeah, I like to get these very well bent in there like that. And again, we're just going to take our glue it on this flap that you're going to be gluing down. Don't go too far down, it might glue in the base where you don't want it to be glued flat. Just like that. There we go. And then we can just hold that down like this. Yeah. Right, so this one was 3/4 of an inch, so 2 centimeters on all the folds, and the smaller one was 1/2 inch, which is 1¼ centimeters. All right, so again, before I open that up, I'm going to just give it a little trim with the pinking shears just to give it a pretty finish. You could use your your edges, your punches for the edges for this, because it is paper, so you could have a nice scalloped edge. You could do different designs on here. Yeah, so now we've got a little gift bag again, and I say the bigger the piece of paper, the more you'll be able to, the bigger the gift bags you could use. You could do this with Christmas wrap, I'm sure, if you were careful. Yeah, push those in, right, like that. There we go, on that side. And there we have a lovely lacy one. Look at that. How pretty is that? If you had to put 2 holes in there with your eyelets or your paper punch and thread some ribbon in there, it would look absolutely stunning. And there we have it, guys. You know, quick and easy, lovely little gift bag, nice and easy closure. That's really pretty. You could put something on here, or you could leave it lacy as it is, so that's easy enough as well. I wanted to show you another thing I did with the paper, and that was this, which is really easy to do. It's another, this is one of my vintage pages, the nice soft blues, and all I did was I folded this paper. Let me just show you here. I've got one here. This is this sheet. I again have just scored the edge. Scored the edge here, so it's just a case of scoring the edge like that. Folding that in, gluing it like this. So really quick and easy on this, and a great addition to a journal as well. So, you know, we just want to line that up there. Okay, and what I did was I took off a bit on this side. So I took off, let me just grab my ruler here, take off about 1 inch on the side here. So I'm going to do that quickly just with my craft knife, like that. Okay, and then we can just fold this in half. So it's just a case of, and you can use your bone folder to do that. I just wanted to save time. I will use the bone folder, but I meant the scoreboard. So it's just a case of folding that in half again like this, ever so quickly, and then taking your punch and just punching sort of centrally. And then I like to have them the same, although you won't see them on the same page, but you know. And there you've got some pockets that I've made like this. So beautiful images there. You could easily put on one of these little pockets from my add-on kit. Stick that on there. Or probably better on this side here. All right, so that looks lovely. And this is really a lovely addition to a journal. And you could do the same with a paper bag, but this is even easier. So, you know, make a little pocket like that just over there and put some goodies in there. You've got a beautiful picture there and a beautiful picture there, so you might want to just put another pocket. So I've got the other blue one now to go with the blue, and we could put that on the inside here. That's it. So how quick was that? All right, so we'll just get that over there like this. And there we have it. And that would be a beautiful insert into your journal, as would this. So this one I've just used a scrap, one of the little stamps. We've got a pocket over there. And on this side, again, the other side of the scrap. And I've just taken one of the little fussy cuts that I've used from that. You could use both of these together in the journal on the same page, and you've got these flapping pages. Let's try that. Okay, so I've got my bundled sage oxide here. I want to just get a piece of my stencil. I want to put this all in here. Okay, so we've got that, and I am happy with that. That's great. And then I'm going to grab my little bag, and I've made a little tag with some scrappy bits here and a leaf. This is just a normal parcel tag, so I've left that there. I'm going to put that in there. And then just to secure this onto the actual page itself, I've just taken a paper clip and 2 pieces of ribbon and tied it at the top there. And then I'm going to just lift that up, and this is going to be a movable one. So we'll just slide that on over there. So you can move that wherever you want in the journal. Right, so that's that side. And then we've got this one in here, which I will decorate up. So that's with wallpaper, to think about that. So this page needs a bit of decorating. And then further along here, I thought with the blues just over here, I would put in these. So I will put some goodies into these. What I have got though is, let's just get this in place. I'm going to put them together and slightly lapping over each other like that. So let me just get them into the signature here first, so we can move them how we want them after we have them in. So I'm going to have that one there. I'm going to have the sunflower one over it, and I thought it went really nicely with the blue that we have there. So we might actually be able to get this a little bit further down like that. Okay, right, so now they move independently, and you can write and do whatever you want in there. And we've got some lovely writing space, and I'll probably decorate that page up. So I've taken 4 of my postcards. So 2 to go in this way. Well, that's got to go in that way, so it's that side. This one's going to go in this way. So we just put that in there. And they will stick out slightly, but that's fine. Then another one to go in over here. And then we've got 2 on the other side of this. So those will go in there. So we can stick one of them in here. Let's do that one in there. And the other one in this side here. Now, because I've cut back that inch off the paper, they shouldn't really go too far out the edge of your journal. But it doesn't matter if they do, because remember, we do have, well, I do have a cover that's going to be slightly wider, and I'm happy with that. So I just want to lap this over a little bit more Okay, this one a little bit down. Okay, so it's coming together, guys. It's coming together. It's getting nice and chunky now too. As you can see, we are developing this journal really nicely. So let's just have a look now where we are with what we've done today. So we've stuck in a little bag over there, and I quite like that because you can put all sorts of bits in there. That's from the other day. I've got this bag here, which I will put some bits in and probably decorate something over there. You'll have to have a wait and see. Then we've got these two flip-flap pockets that go in on this side with their pockets as well. We'll make that a nice writing space, and then on the other side we've got the other side of those as well. Okay, so we've got a couple more different types of pockets and bags today, and once this is all sewn in, it'll come together really nicely. It's going to fit in there perfectly, and it's not too bad at this point. Yeah, not too bad. That's why I just wanted the one signature. Okay, everyone, I hope that you've enjoyed that. A nice, quick and easy project. Well, quite a few projects really in a short time. Go and give it a go. These are ever so cute, these little ones. I love these. You can put the sweetest little things in here. Go and make some and make somebody's day. I'm sure they'll be thrilled. You can use all the sorts of printouts that you haven't been using. Turn them into gift bags for all sorts of occasions. And of course add some to your journals as well. You can't go wrong. There's something you can have on hand and use whenever you need. There are lots of things you can do with a bag. Okay, so good to see you guys again. I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Stay well, enjoy some crafting time, and thank you guys for all the lovely support and comments that you give me. I look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye bye.